Is it happening?
Yeah, it's happening. Well, welcome to the drawing room. I'm here with the effervescent Fleur MacDonald for basically her show, which is called Chapter 12. It's an enigmatic title. There's no direct explanation. There is a rather long text in which she talks about her bed a lot, and a move that she's made in her life, a change. I think some sort of disease that she caught as well along the way. She's cured. Don't panic. It's good. And the show is it's filled with these very intriguing, very how do you put it? I saw these works and I thought, wow, there's a real endeavor to achieve humility in these works. There's a real stripping back and an attempt at very humble objects, and painted as the ones on the wall behind you. They're painted on raw wood. Is that correct?
Fine, yeah.
Yeah, because originally I thought you'd actually painted the ground, and I was like, wow, that's really impressive. But they're not. But then a lot of the objects are actually not completed. They're sort of the insinuated. And
Shut up.
yeah, and one of the things I really loved about them. So basically, the shadow of the object. I'm going to go over here to the thing so we can see what we're talking about. So that's just the shadow of a paintbrush that's not actually been drawn. But to my eye, and even in this camera, I can see a ghost paintbrush. I can see it's like a ghost limb, and I think that's the eye trying to see what it expects to see with that shadow.
Yes.
And I think it's just a beautiful thing. And I was just wondering if you could talk a little bit about how you came to this as an idea for making work.
It's the wood. It's all about the wood. I started out painting on wood a long time ago, many moons ago, or many moments with my bed. But it's all about the wood and the wood grain. I think it's because I want the wood grain to show through the artwork, and that's how I've always done it. But this happened as a moment of genius. I just did a shadow line of.
And can you tell me, what does that feel like, a moment of genius? I mean, I've never had one personally, but I'm waiting. I'm in line. I've applied.
I'm sure you've had it's not like a hot flush. I probably will never have a hot flush, being a bloke. It's a cooler version of a hot flush.
That's a really good answer. Wow. Yeah. So my instinct in this as well is that you really fell in love with the thing that was there before you got there, which is the wood. Before you actually made a mark on it.
I'm a builder's daughter, after all.
Ah. Okay.
I do love wood.
But also, then again, I noticed that all of the subjects are utensils. So painting, but also there seems to be I guess, is that like a garden fork? Is that correct?
Well, actually, no. They're kitchen utensils.
Oh, yeah, because that was my second guess, yeah.
The place where I've moved to in the mountains has a kitchen.
Yeah, right. Which you didn't have before.
A bigger kitchen, like a room. Space to actually,
So how long had it been since you'd had a kitchen you felt was actually a kitchen?
The kitchen that I had at King's Cross was a galley.
Ah.
The stove was this big. It was very hard to actually find a oven dish to fit it.
Yeah.
But the kitchen in the Falconbridge is a room, and I can actually hang up on walls in there. So it's.
So this work is a lot. It is definitely a reaction to this change in your life, the change of the landscape. Is that correct?
Definitely, big time, huge. I mean, the paintbrush is also to do with the fact that I'm actually painting the house.
Yeah.
But it's also Falconbridge.
Yeah. So, but what does the paintbrush have to do with the house? I'm not following that.
I'm painting the house with the fact.
Oh, you. Oh, okay.
That's the brush that I painted the kitchen and
Yeah, right. So am I wrong to assume, because we haven't known each other that long? I've known you for a little while, but not that long, and I've only seen a certain amount of your work. But the sort of the understated sort of simplicity of this work, this is kind of I would say like a tendency towards what do you put it? You know, there's an impulse towards the minimal.
Yeah.
Like it is figurative, yes, it's not abstraction, but you're definitely reductive in what you're doing. You're definitely removing, the things that we're having. Is this a new development in what you're doing, or is this something that you've been working on for a longer period of time?
This is definitely a new development.
Yeah, right.
But it's something that I've always had in my head.
Yeah, right.
And like two of my two favourite movements in the world is Coco for its opulence and the Bauhaus for its minimalism.
Yeah, right.
So
functional minimalism too.
Functional minimalism,
so yeah, utensils.
So, and it's also a strong, huge use of wood.
Yeah.
So it is definitely a new beginning for it.
So let me ask you a question. I think that the whole art world is waiting for an answer for. Are you ever going to make a painting of your bed? I mean.
Well, I have to be completely honest with you. I don't own the bed that I have at the moment. So, not yet. The bed that I have at the moment is two king singles joined together.
Yeah, okay. When you have a bed of your own, then you might.
I can manage to sell a few more paintings than I can afford to actually go and buy a bed.
Yeah. Well, it's true. Yeah, that's something I've just discovered, that artists don't need to eat, only need to eat. They also need a bed.
I want a four-poster.
Yeah. All right. Wow.
Well,
that's not very minimal, is it?
Not real. No. I mean, I'd be happy on a bunk bed, but I'm sure living in the mountains, I'm going to get mosquitoes. I don't know.
Yeah.
Although,
we'll have to see. That's all part of the development, hey, as you.
But sleep is important.
Yeah.
But also, at the same time, you have to be comfortable to get a good night's sleep.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm in a relationship with my bed.
Yeah.
Because it's comfortable.
Yeah. Well, I have to say that these works are actually very peaceful works.
Come and say goodbye.
Okay.
Thanks for coming on.
Great work.
Yeah. Keep going. I'll see you soon.
Yeah, I'm hoping we'll have a new show called New Shit, Old Shit, sometime early in 2013.
Yes, excellent.
Probably at time.
We'll find something. We'll work. Yeah.
Good to see you. Enjoyed life in the mountains.
I will. Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Yeah. So anyways, my postscript was going to be that I think that the works themselves are actually, there's quite a lot of restfulness in them. They're very peaceful, quiet works, and I think you're going to get that sleep you obviously are asking for.
Yeah.
You're asking the universe for that sleep, and it's going to give it to you. And we look forward to see the rested Fleur, because we've seen the sleepless one before. And good night.
Thanks, Alex.